for a minute. Before we know it, the future's the past. Seize the moment while we're in it. Hold on to each other as long as it lasts. I don't care about forever, 'cause sometimes forever is over so fast. Hush, hush, baby, come right here with me. I want for you to go. No need to worry, there is no hurry to stay. We'll take it slow. This feeling.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are, NBA fans. Playoff game 4 of the second round with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake City. Well, for the Jazz, they won Game 3 going away and are looking to make another statement tonight. Definitely a bounce in their step. And trailing 2-1 in the series, a chance tonight to even the score here on their home court. Kenny?
This is one of the pivotal, get it? Pivotal games.
Oh, nice pivot.
Pivotal
Okay.
games.
I don't get it, Shaq.
Pivotal games.
I don't get it, Shaq. I don't know. But we tried to call it the turning.
No,
The turning
it's a
point.
We call
pivotal.
it the turning point.
And when you have your work cut out
Yeah,
for you.
and we get nothing. And now you want us to jump on board
No,
pivotal.
I'm telling you, man, you got to have a foothold in the pivot. Get it?
Well, Ernie, I don't know what he's talking about. I know we'll find out a lot about these guys tonight. If they're for real, they'll be ready tonight.
That wraps it up for here. Thanks for joining us.
You got it.
For this pivotal game.
You-
That's not a pivot, that's a travel.
Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals. The Utah Jazz have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Rockets. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Crowd ready to roar in this Western Conference matchup. Jazz looking to please their fans here at home. So the Rockets win the tip. Anderson dishes to Harden. Feeds it to Capella. It's stolen by Gobert. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Filling out the wings, it's Harden and Ariza. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Knocked away. Favors with the screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
And here's Houston. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
Utah's on defense. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Off the inbound pass. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Ariza.
And this is why Harden is a top player, an elite player. I mean, somebody who effortlessly sinks shots over intense defense makes him special.
Ariza brings the double. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Ariza. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Throw dropped for Harden.
And James Harden is clearly an MVP caliber talent. No doubt about that. A triple-double threat who really is a stat sheet stuffer supreme.
And Harden comes to help. Gobert with it and guarded by Capella. Rubio with a wide open look. No good on the triple. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. James Harden again. Harden's got 7 points in the game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Rubio against Paul, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. As for the mood of this team, knowing they could go down 1-3 in the series tonight, he said, "We're trying to stay loose, but not too loose. We don't want to be careless. It's a fine line between the two." He said this would be a statement game for them, Kevin. We'll see if they deliver. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Utah shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. And Burks hits 2 free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Gets Harden with the drive. Count that one. 9 points in the game so far.
You've got to be mindful of Harden at all times, especially when he's close to the basket. I mean, he really knows how to finish inside.
Paul against Rubio. Favors at the elbow. Knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Gobert double teamed. Back to Rubio. On the wing, Ingles. Reza covering. And Gobert kicks to Burks. Shot clock at 5. The wide open look here for Ingles. Another miss by Utah. And here are the Rockets. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Capella. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 7. Ingles with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Outside Favors. Favors with the screen. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Capella. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Finished off the break. Capella's got his first points of the night. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Utah shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
Rockets leading by 6. And the dunk by Capella.
Tell you what, Kevin, there aren't many players who would have even seen that pass, but when we're talking about Chris Paul, he's got unique vision, unlike most anybody else.
Rubio against Paul. Gobert the pass to Rubio. On the wing, Ingles. Ariza covering, just 5 to shoot. Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Jazz trail by 10. Rubio with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Burks in the corner. No good on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Ariza. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Ariza's got his first bucket in this one. And here's Burks. Dishes to Gobert. Rubio right side. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Good work defensively by Capella.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Paul. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Rubio dishes to Gobert. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Drills the three-pointer. Burks has got 7.
Hey, I tell you what, the contest on that shot was lacking. Very subpar, which is why the shooter buried it.
Ariza no up. Jazz trail by 11. Ingles kicks to Rubio. And Capella over to help. Capella against Gobert. Pass to Favors. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Rubio the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Attacking the defense with the pass there, Kevin. Rubio with great vision and no hesitation on the delivery.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb and the execution even better.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Burks kicks to Rubio. That 3 off the mark. Rockets leading by 9. Here's Harden. And Derek Favors pulls it down. For Utah, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Rubio with it. He's picked up by Paul. And Harden comes to help. And Rubio kicks to Burks. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, I tell you, that's a nice job by Rubio. Eyes up, examining, exploring the defense, then on point with the
them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And Capella over to help. Stolen by Harden. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Udo's checked in for Utah. Houston also making some changes. Nene comes in for Clint Capella. And Eric Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Jazz trail by 7. Rubio outside. Here's Burks. Rebound by Nene.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Ingles kicks to Gobert. Here's Rubio. The Jazz again can't hit it. Rockets leading by 7. Here's Ariza, and it's slammed in by Ariza.
Yeah, Ariza has tremendous hops. Excellent vertical, and he gets up quickly for the throwdown.
Burks kicks to Gobert. Rubio outside. Ingles with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. From deep, Ingles. Good on the three-point shot. Ingles has got his second basket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
So here's Burks. 9 points in the game so far. The pass to Gobert. There's a screen. Here's Rubio. Utah the rebound. Second shot opportunity. That misses off the backboard.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
At the tip, it's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 10.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
A different look for Utah. Jerebko's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Crowder comes in for Burks. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Houston, Mbaamute's checked in for Anderson. And it's Green in for Trevor Ariza. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbaamute. That's his first foul. And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Here's Exum. Mbaamoute with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Now Exum. And there's the call on Nene. That's his first foul. Jerebko kicks to O'Neal. Udo dishes to Crowder.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
For Utah, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good from Crowder. Rockets leading by 10. Green with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. And the rejection by Udo. Now, here is O'Neal. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Offensive rebound. Was shot by Udo, no good. Ball right side. And the shot falls short this time.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Tipped away. Here's Exum. Goes back up. They get it back. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And for Houston, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. It's rebounded by Udo. Jazz trail by 10. O'Neal passes to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Crowder with another miss. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Nene into the lane. The Rockets again can't hit. Utah shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. Here's Jerebko, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Jerebko's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. And the shot goes down. Nene's got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Houston leading by 9. Gordon inside. He's against Jerebko. And the basket by Gordon.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
O'Neal and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they pick up 2. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot's good from Mba'amute. Mba'amute's got his first points in this one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Ball's knocked loose. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Gordon. Puts it up off the inbound. He takes it up and lays it in. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice to see Gordon use his touch down low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
And so it's Houston going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Living like
thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference Semifinals. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
Jazz trail by 10. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Gordon is out there with Gerald Green. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Nene. And it's Mbamute in at the power forward position.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Rebko, no good on the 3.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Exum. The feed now to Rebko. Here's O'Neal. The three-pointer, no good. Rockets leading by 10. Green with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Passes to Crowder. They double him with Green. 6 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Jacks up a 3. Shot by Crowder, no good. For Houston, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And that one, good. And the Rockets lead by 12.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The 8-footer. Another miss by Utah.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
They get it back, and the shot's good from Nene.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Fast break, here we go. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 10 points for Nene.
They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense, and, man, I like seeing him catch fire like this.
O'Neal kicks to Udo. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Mbamute with it. Udo picks him up. And the dunk by Mbamute.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offset his height disadvantage.
Utah calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Derek Favors checked in for Udo. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Green. Exum with it. He has 5. Favors with the screen. Favors controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
O'Neal dishes to Exum. Knocked loose. O'Neal kicks to Favors. Pass to Exum. Over Gordon. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here's Exum, guarded by Harden. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Urebko. Alec Burks comes in for O'Neal. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Exum. And Favors kicks to Rubio. Favors with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Rubio with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Another miss by Utah.
Jeez. Maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Rubio, the pass to Gobert. Inside. Tries again, and it's Favors laying it in. Favors has got 4 points in the quarter.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Burks kicks to Gobert. Rubio outside. Gobert with it, and guarded by Capella. Shot clock at 5. Favors. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jazz trail by 16. Ingles in the corner. He kicks it to Burks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert dishes to Rubio. Favors with a screen on Harden. Here's Rubio. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
This is what Rubio gives you, effort combined with skill, able to finish through contact.
And the basket by Harden.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Mbamute. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. On defense, the Rockets. The shot by Rubio buries the 20-footer. Rubio's got 4 this quarter.
On the finishing end of the catch and shoot, Rubio trying to become a better all-around scorer. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
On the wing, Ingles. Rubio sets the pick for Ingles. And Favors kicks to Burks. They get it again. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Ingles with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Rubio outside. And Gordon over to help. Clock at 6. Here's Favors. It's not going to go for him. So Houston will take it the other way. It's Harden with the drive. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Knocks it loose. Gordon against Burks. And Favors kicks to Rubio. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. Inside. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Favors. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. He hits the second from the line. Rockets leading by 17. It's Harden with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
From deep Ingles, the three-pointer is right on target.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that. And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely, and that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
Rubio with it. Chris Paul covering. And Favors kicks to Burks. He dishes it to Gobert. On the wing, Ingles. Clock at 6. Poked loose. Burks for 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And, you know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Here's Rubio. New 24 for Utah. And another shot. And it's finished off inside by Gobert. Gobert's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ariza with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Rockets leading by 20. Goes up the baseline, and Houston again with the bucket.
Easy to see why Harden's an all-star level talent. Has an ability to score in a hurry.
Utah shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Keeps it alive. They shoot again. And Capella with a nice bucket inside. Capella's got 12.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
Left side Favors. At the top of the key, Gobert. Now the dish to Rubio. Kicks it to Burks. Favors passes to Rubio. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Ariza. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Udo's checked in for Utah. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Gerald Green in for James Harden. The Rockets shooting a terrific 61% in the second quarter. Ariza with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
That's tipped. The 3. Offensive rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here's Rubio. Here's Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. And Paul over to help. Burks for 3. Here's Gobert. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A different look for Utah. Jay Crowder's checked in for Joe Ingles. O'Neal comes in for Burks. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Rocket shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Anderson, to me, is the quintessential stretch 4. He's out there to space the court, and he does it very well.
Houston shooting third tonight.
Two.
And the first one drops. And Utah making a change here. Jerebko's checked in. And both free throws good for Anderson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now O'Neal. Right wing. Feeds it to Jerebko. Nice ball movement by Utah. Outside Crowder. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to 1 for 2. For Utah, they've been coming through at 30 straight.
Break. 2 shot.
The first one falls. And both free throws good from Crowder. Nene outside. Shot from the wing. That one's not going to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And so it's Houston holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what concerns you most about the first half?
Well, I think the tempo is in their favor right now. They're fast, and they're getting up and down the floor, so they're running out in transition.
Got to beat them to the punch. Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at the Rockets, with a chance to take a commanding 3-1 lead in this series, they've got their foot firmly on the gas pedal tonight. A sensational first-half performance for them. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already a blowout.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They looked out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. The Jazz shooting a meager 37% for the game. Ingles at small forward with Favors at the 4. Ricky Rubio is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
He feeds it to Ingles. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Harden against Burks. Gobert with the block. Now here's Burks. Tight defense on him. And that one's good by Favors. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Puts one up from 19. No good on that one. So Utah will take it the other way. Ingles kicks to Rubio. And Paul over to help. It's stolen by Capella. And that one drops. And it's 6 points for Chris Paul.
Whenever CP3 gets his hands on the ball, you know he's going to turn it up court right away. He loves initiating the break.
Rubio dishes to Ingles. Gobert double teamed. Rubio outside. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
He just threw that possession away. Hopefully he learns from that and doesn't make the same mistake again.
Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points for Chris Paul.
And Paul has some excellent wheels, I tell you. Easily slashing to the lane whenever he's given room to operate.
And Rubio kicks to Burks. And Harden comes to help. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Pulls up on the elbow. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Burks for 3. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Burks has got 12.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
And it goes down 2 points.
Tell you what, man, this guy has no business at his size being as good as he is in the paint, even against the strongest defense. Chris Paul finding the angle he needs.
Dishes to Gobert. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. Anderson with the block, and he gets it back.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this one.
Well, you know, you got to give them credit. I mean, they flipped the switch, and they're not looking back now.
Gobert double-teamed and stolen by Ariza. Finished off the break. 14 points for him.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. From deep Ingles. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Harden, and that's going to be a travel.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, there's a reason, Greg, they've held on to this lead. I mean, being very cautious and controlled with their passing and execution offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Mbaamute's checked in for Anderson. P.J. Tucker comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Gordon subbed in for Chris Paul.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
And a much-needed run, too, Greg. I mean, they've turned it up a notch. Really taking over now.
Here's Rubio. And nothing is falling for him right now. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Burks. And, yep, couple bounces, and it falls. Burks has got 14 points. Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. From deep Ingles. Nailed from three-point land.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Here's Capella. And off the front iron, and in it goes. He's got 18.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Gobert kicks to Burks. And Capella over to help. Favors passes to Gobert. Burks on the wing. Back to Gobert. Pass to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. From deep Ingles. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. A different look for Utah. Jay Crowder comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Here's Exum. He's got 5. Burks for 3. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Gordon missing. Utah's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Now here's Exum, guarded by Harden. And Gordon over to help. 5 to shoot. Gobert dishes to Crowder. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. A different look for Utah. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Jerebko comes in for Derek Favors. And O'Neal subbed in for Alec Burks. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon kicks to Harden. Over Exum. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
The putback. Here's Udo. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
One shot behind the lanes.
Free throw good, Udo. And for Houston, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here is Mbamute, and the dunk by Mbamute.
Didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Exum kicks to Udo. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his third assist on the night.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
He gets that one. And 12 points for Nene.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
They double him with Nene. Exum passes to Crowder. Exum sets a screen for Crowder. The three-pointer off the mark. On offense, here are the Rockets. It's Harden with the drive. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Harden's got 27 points.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Exum kicks to Crowder. The three ball, and O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 5.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Houston. Utah is shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. And he gets it to go.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
It's Crowder on the wing. They double him with Nene. O'Neal with it. Now Green defending. O'Neal kicks to Crowder. Another miss by Utah. And here's Houston. To the inside. And Nene gets it to go on the assist from Tucker. 16 points for Nene.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. They double him with Nene. Here's Crowder. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. And it's Houston's ball. Here's Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got 8.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
O'Neal kicks to Udo. That one drops for him. And it's 7 points for Dante Exum. Here's Tucker, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
Now, here's Exum. He has 7. Here's Jerebko. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole.
Oh! Hey! Ooh, wow. And Gordon has the burst of speed you like to see in a guard. Excellent at knifing through the defense to the cup.
Exum kicks to Jerebko. And Gordon over to help. Exum with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And for Houston, they're shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Gordon against O'Neal. The pass to Udo. They double him with Nene. Nice ball movement by Utah. The shot's good from Jerebko.
And you know what? It's important for big men to be able to shoot from deep in today's game. And shot selection important. Good shot selection there.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Paul comes in for Gordon. And so he makes both from the line. 58 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Exum with it. He's picked up by Paul. Shot by Crowder, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Udo kicks to Exum. There's the pick. The feed to O'Neal. That's a 2 from Crowder, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Crowder's got 9.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Passes it to O'Neal. Outside Crowder. Launches it. Crowder with another miss. James Harden getting it done for Houston. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Taking a look at the Rockets. They've got Johnson. Green is out there with Paul, and it's Black in at the 5 spot. Poked away, and that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Exum with it. Pass to Neto. He kicks it to Jerebko. Count it from 12. Jerebko's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Utah. Stolen by Exum. Outside Bradley. O'Neal kicks to Bradley. Here's Exum. Off target from outside.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Black. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And here's Exum. Pass to Neto. He dishes it to Jerebko. Back to Neto. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
Where was the defense? Come on now. Where was it? No idea how they gave up that open a look.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
The shot's good.
Johnson is used to getting knocked around a little. Love how he maintains his balance and focus on these shots.
Outside Bradley, and the pass to Neto. Back to Bradley. The dish now to Exum. Tipped away. It's stolen by Johnson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, then he's off to the races.
Well, excellent defensive instincts. I mean, knows exactly when to strike on this end.
O'Neal kicks to Bradley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Feeds to O'Neal. Utah the rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
The shot's good from Jerebko.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Black. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results.
And Utah has possession. Neto kicks to Jerebko. Passes it to Neto. Clock is at 3 to the right side. From outside, off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And he gets it to go.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Exum. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Paul outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Chris Paul.
You know, for a small guy, you got to respect how calm Paul is inside. I mean, he knows he can get his shot over anybody, but he's got to be crafty and clever to do so. Good display of patience there.
Neto kicks to Exum. Bradley up top. Pass to Neto. They get a hand on it and taken away by Paul.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later. And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Vitally important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson there.
O'Neal a screen on Paul. Jerebko kicks to Exum. 6 to shoot. Screen by O'Neal. Shot to stop the run. Exum's shot is off.
Well, he mistimed it just a skosh. Don't think the defense really had an impact. I think he just flat out missed it.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Trying his luck deep. O'Neal can't hit the putback.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Bradley. Kicks to Exum. And Paul over to help. Out to the right wing. From deep, Neto. Paul grabs the board. Rocket shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Green. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Black's got 8 here in the quarter.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
And plays like that have really taken the energy out of those defenders. I mean, you can bet he's going to continue to keep pushing in that area.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Stockton comes in for Raul Neto. And Baamute's checked in for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker comes in for Johnson.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Bradley no good on the free throw. And so here is Houston. Here is Mbamute with the putback. And Green is right there.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
Dishes it to O'Neal. He feeds it to Bradley. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the dunk by Baamoute.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
Exum kicks to Bradley. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the screen. Here's O'Neal. It's deflected.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Stockton outside, and there's the feed to Bradley. And Paul over to help. Exum kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Exum. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Rocket shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Green, no luck. Utah shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And taken away by Paul. Here's Tucker, and that one is hammered home.
Man, I like how Paul constantly looks to set up his guys, knows how to orchestrate the offense with his passing.
Stockton dishes to Bradley. O'Neal, good on the three-point shot. O'Neal's gone 2 of 4 from distance tonight. Here's Tucker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Tucker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Stockton with it. He's picked up by Paul. Stolen by Tucker. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Utah shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Stockton kicks to Favors, and Paul over to help. Back to Stockton. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Exum. He kicks it to O'Neal. And he uses the glass on the layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
There's the pass to Black. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
A different look for Utah. Crowder, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's Burks in for Stockton.
One shot.
Here's Exum. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. To the paint, stolen by Tucker. And here's Green outside, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Green's got 13 points now in the quarter. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Exum passes to Favors. Poked away. Green against Burks, and that one is good. Green's got 15 points in just the second half.
And entering the final countdown, Game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Chris Paul.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Exum kicks to Favors. Burks with it. Now Green defending. Back to Burks. They double him with Green. He dishes it to Tucker. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
And, Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
And taken away by Paul. Now a timeout called by Houston. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
Now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And he's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
At the line of the Rockets, Luka Vivint. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw, and Bahamute. Good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Here's your Repco. And the 3 off target. So we see Houston taking the W here. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Chris Paul. Chris, a very convincing win, and that doesn't happen often in this league. So what do you take from this?
You know, one thing that our coaching staff keeps stressing to us every night is that it's about us. You know, so regardless of score, we got to continue to try to get better because we impose our will on the defensive end. The sky's the limit.
Well, the focus was there tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.